Morning, friends. So 7:30 in the morning. Well, I would have been here earlier, but there weren't any trains. So yeah, just got to Venice. About to hike it to San Marco, which is the island I haven't been to yet. So yeah. Right, so on to San Marco, which is, if you like, the main island. It's where St. Mark's Square is, many of the palaces, and as of right now I'm in terra incognita, which is, well, kind of my territory, and yet not. Anyway, I'll stop making myself laugh now. Yeah. So, welcome my friends to St. Mark's Square. Thankfully, very quiet, relatively speaking, at this time of the day. But it's a rather beautiful yet cool spring day, and I imagine it'll be very busy later. Sidebar, if you want to get your steps in, come to Venice. It took me 45 minutes to make it from the train station to here. That's walking at quite a clip and on almost deserted streets. Anyway, so as I say, it's a very, very pretty spring day today. St. Mark's Basilica, an astonishingly complex and beautiful edifice. I'm going to get to that later, because it's not open yet. Behind me is Sansovino's library, designed and built by Jacopo Sansovino, 1537 to 1554. It was designed to hold ancient Latin and Greek codices that were donated to it by the cardinal of the time. They're now off in some secure location. I can't quite remember where, actually. but it's really quite cool. I don't know if you can see, but the windows there, they have it's like they have the bottom of glass bottles all stacked across, all of them. So the light inside must be beautiful. I'm going to see if I can get in there. But as things stand, you know, vendors are setting up their stalls for the day. These nice waiter guys over here are putting tablecloths on the table, so the place is just beginning to wake up. There aren't that many people around, again, relatively speaking. But yeah, really very cool. Okay, that's one massive tour group anyway, but yep. Right, I've found myself a nice little dock here. Just a nice place directly in front of the Doge's palace. Just a really nice place to sit down and have some tea, actually, before the gondoliers get here, or at least some of them. And there were two tour groups just up the way there. It sounded like they were having a war. One of the tour groups, they're all wearing blue hats. Who does that? I do not understand it. Anyway. Right, now I have no idea if it's a regular thing, and I doubt very much you can see, but there's a bit of a free-for-all going on in the bay. I mean, you have old school gondoliers that look like they're having some kind of race. You've got private launches. You've got 5 different police launches that I can see with their lights on. You've got a barge in the middle. You've got bloody great big car ferries going across that island over there. You've got water taxis. I mean, it's just a melee. And is that a daily thing? You know, I mean, imagine being a cop in one of these launches, and they're dressed differently as well. So I don't know if it's that whole Italian thing of having 10 different kinds of cops. I've just been sitting on this dock here, flanked by gondolas for the last 15 minutes, having a sandwich and some tea, and just soaking up the view, and it's been really quite funny watching this unfold, because the sheer press of boats out there, it's really quite fun. Anyway, as it turns out, the free-for-all, it's an actual race. It's a regatta for Mother's Day, Italian Mother's Day, I assume. But yeah, so local gondoliers, anyone local can enter a team, and it's just I don't know how long it is and how hard these guys have to work, but it's cool.
1、2、3、4、5，加油！
开始比赛了。这个快。
My first occasion of having to fight my way through tourists to get to this spot. And you can see why. Right, so a little bit of history. Behind me is the Doge's Palace. An absolutely monumental edifice that has a facade facing the bay this way, and of course a facade in St. Mark's Square as well. Now, the importance of that building cannot be overstated, because construction began in the 9th century, but what we can see here dates to 1340. But before that, and really the fact that enabled it to be built to this degree, is that about 1000 AD, Venice conquered what is now Croatia on the other side of the Adriatic Sea, which cemented its hold on the north end of the Adriatic, and it cemented Venice as the dominant naval power of the region. And of course that brought in a great deal of money. So then this place was built to its current level in the 1300s. Every single aspect of Venetian society went through that building, whether it was military, governmental, economic, artistic, cultural, just everything went through this building for 800 years. Very cool. So it had been my intention to spring for the admission price into the Doge's Palace, because amazing building, museum and the rest. And then I discovered it was 30 euros and I can't swing that. So I will have to save that for the next time I'm here, because I will return to this city. But, and it's a pretty big but, the entry fee to St. Mark's Tower is 10 euros. And absolutely worth it. Yes.
Sono laggiù in fondo.
So, just come down from the tower and got to the ticket office, and there was a big sign saying, lift only, you can't take the stairs. And there was a time when that would have mildly annoyed me for whichever reason, whether it was a challenge, whether it was a little bit of grandstanding, to be perfectly honest. But then I was like, too bad, terrible. Yeah. Right. Well, the basilica itself is actually closed because today is apparently a feast day. It's closed until 2 o'clock for essential services and so forth. And it's currently 10 o'clock and I've been going for 3 hours already. So I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to come back one day during the week when it might actually be quieter anyway. So I'm going to find a nice quiet spot. Ooh, that's not a bad idea. I could go back to my little quayside place and sit down, have some tea, have a sandwich, and relax, because I'm pretty tired now. Yeah. Anyway.